dang thing cut me off. the dang thing cut me off. I got some perfume that an angel picked out. An angel picked out the perfume, so that's kind of fun. But I don't need that perfume yet. I'm using up. I have this one called Magic Dreams. It smells really pretty, so I'm using up my Magic Dreams old one, and I have this one, but it's an old one, so I don't want to. I don't want to open up the other ones. But I bought some perfume and put it in my little black bag just in case I run out, in case I need more. They had every amazing Lysol option you'd want. I didn't know what to do, so I did eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And then I didn't know if I did it right, so I picked a number out of my head. So I just picked 12 and went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until I picked it. They had the lemon Lysol. They had these really big, amazing sales at CVS. They had really good fragrances and choices, and I could not make up my mind for Schmidt. And then I remembered, oh my gosh, I get to pick a Lysol not based on the passengers. So I was like, oh my gosh, and there's all these fun fragrances. But then I was like, I don't know what to do. And will I want a lot of fragrances if I'm running around doing sales now? If you have pretty smells, it's fun when you're in the car all day to have pretty smells. You don't need pretty smells while you're in and out doing sales. You mostly probably need lemon scent or just basic disinfectant, so you just feel nice and sanitary in the car or whatever. So I thought, well, then I'm gonna just pick randomly, and I ended up with the CVS brand, which is even a really, really great price. So I got all the stuff I needed, and I was about to check out, and I saw a really big fire siren, and then all these weird sirens and things were going off, and then I saw a really big fire truck drive into the CVS. I was like, a spiritual fire truck and all these red sirens. It looked like a fire truck, but spiritual, and it drove right into the CVS. And then all of a sudden I saw this weird gateway to heaven thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in crazy town or something. Why would there be a gateway to heaven at a CVS? And what the hell would there be a firefighter or a fire truck just driving into a CVS spiritually? What the heck is this stuff? Now, I open gateways near fire trucks and ambulances while they're driving on the road or the freeway to take the dead and usher them to heaven, or tell them to walk up the steps to heaven or whatever. But this was weird. It was like, why is that in the CVS? And what the heck is that about? And I had no idea. So sorry, I have to look at the exit and put my driving first. So there's this weird spiritual fire truck in the Jackson CVS and a bunch of weird sirens, really weird red sirens, and a weird gateway to heaven. And I was like, at a CVS? What the hell is this? What the hell's going on? And then I realized it. My almighty holy grail husband has arrived. My holy grail Da Vinci Code husband. One of the greatest humans to ever exist connected to this planet is here. Connected to me. And when that husband connects to me, it brings the massive tragedy of the bad news of the end of the world and the massive good news of the end of the world. And it was like the spiritual symbolism of good and bad news on overload coming in as he connected to my existence. So as this Da Vinci Code monumental husband came in and connected to my soul, which is not a real soul, it's a very scary, like, well, go to my queen, because you might want one. I don't know. But, so, A monumental husband like that taps into the inner depth of you, whatever power or reality that would mean. And that husband brings in the knowledge of humanity reality, where gods may or may not understand from a human viewpoint. It was weird. And I was like, I wonder where he is. But like, then I was thinking about last night. And there was all these things last night. There were these weird artificial Barbie videos while husbands were saying, you visited me as a Barbie doll looking omnipresence. You visited me and you looked kind of way too perfect. So I didn't know how to answer that. So I was like, well, hello, husband, or hi, husband, or I know, husband, or whatever I did to answer. Because how do you answer people talking like that? I visit them in my omnipresence out of their dreams because they are dedicated work of God husbands. Their job is to be the giants of gods, and my job is to build my omnipresence, to build their every dream, so that they are so spoiled that they have total spoiling to focus overwhelmingly, dedicatedly to the work of God. So I didn't know how to answer it, so I said basic things like, hi, husband, or whatever. Well, as I was looking at what this Da Vinci Code husband really is like in his spirit and soul, I realized that I've already visited him like 12 times. And he doesn't know every time, but he knows a couple of the times. But this is kind of exciting, children of God. I'm about to visit him as the Almighty Queen, omnipresent peace, because he's a massive husband, reality of the gods. And this is a pretty big, massive connection and end of the world moment. So it is kind of exciting. It brings utter unlimited death to the enemies, but very beautiful options to good gods that survive and live on. So it's pretty fun stuff. Sorry, God's like, hold on. You know, if you guys could just see what psychics see or hear, it would be so much easier. If you guys could just see what I hear and see. Some God right now is like, everybody stop! Something massive, something big, something like... But all you guys see probably is just me stopping. And he seems very overwhelmed, very commanding, very overwhelmed, very trying to organize something or say something. But he's kind of jumbly, talking every which way. Okay. I'm gonna say what he says word for word because it seems kind of official. This husband ushers in the biggest moment of the end of the world reality ever known. This is a big time for the monumental victory of God. This husband represents the fact that the side of good gods have the biggest chance to fight for every soul we can get. Like the Hungry Hippo game, we gotta jump out straight out the fucking gate, save as many lives as we can, get as many out of here as we can. The name of the game is to get them to the island of gods where they can be tagged and numbered, and whether they come back on Earth or not won't matter. We can keep them safe. Bad, evil, spiritual forces want to do unlimited death damage and more because they have to pay once and for all for everything. It looks like the end of the world is more victorious on the side of God and goodness than every god predicted, but it's still a knockdown, drag-out nightmare good against bad. Evil got enemies, got the United States. It's no longer God's country, it's enemy domain. So the gods are trying to find a country that can be like a temporary God country type hub for gods and aliens of the goodness or the good type to hide and congregate, to be able to be the enemy against bad that are congregated here in the United States. Oh, now he's talking directly to me. Okay. I need to tell you guys to watch the movie where Thor is on the movie Avengers. Somebody saying the Avengers. Okay, this God says to watch and watch and watch the Avengers, where scary things come out of the sky and the whole city has to kind of run or be in rubble while things come out of the sky. And Thor and those superheroes have to fight in front of everybody. According to this God, watch and watch and watch that movie. If you think you have what it takes to be the hardcore people that would have been the human hardcore people in that movie, in that situation, that God needs you to run to my queen, my queen, my queen. If you qualify, if you decide, if you say yes, you will be the hardcore humans that try to help save and protect the weak and defenseless, or the passive, or the not that brave during the end of the world, so that the people that are scared can be protected by you guys, and you guys can kind of help them to like not be overwhelmed when big scary forces want to fight among humanity. And then he's talking to a bunch of people saying, welcome to the end of the world. That's kind of how good it went. Good luck, guys. Anything for us? I mean, human, or like, oh, okay. He's complimenting the way I send you guys to my queen, my queen, my queen, and utter total safety, and tell you to like depend on my queen, my queen, my queen every day, so you guys are safe as possible to get to the island and tag. Okay, and I totally forgot everything I had been talking about. So hopefully I went over everything. If I missed something, let me know, everybody.